Hull City 0, Chelsea 4. Hull City 0, Chelsea 4. Chelsea's moving on to the fifth round of the FA Cup. Another routine and expected win from Chelsea against a championship side. With all due respect to Hull City, given the fact that Chelsea's record against teams that are non-Premier League teams, I believe our record is something crazy, like 63 wins out of 65 games, just something that makes no sense. So this was always a game that, as a Chelsea fan, looking at this type of game in terms of assessing the performances of some of our fringe players, some of our new players. For instance, Mamadou Sarr, who joined us back from his loan from Strasbourg, and he had a wonderful debut performance from us. In fairness to Sarr really should have had at least one assist in the game that was wasted by our star boy Willian Estevao, who, after he had rounded the goalie, following his exquisite control of Mamadou Sarr's long, accurate pinpoint pass all the way from defense to attack. Pinpoint pass. Estevao did brilliantly well to control the ball with his right foot, actually, which is funny because that's his weak foot. It was a brilliant control with his right foot, switched it, rounded the goalie, almost like Eden Hazard, switched it to his left foot, and you would think, okay, Eden Hazard in that spot is just going to bury that goal, just bury it. And that's what, the ball was on Estevao's stronger left foot, and the ball just sailed well high over the bar. So, it's one of those things. It's another reminder that as brilliant and as talented a player that Estevao is, he's still an 18-year-old kid who is gonna have his strong days, and then he's gonna have some off days. And today, notwithstanding that he did later score off a Liam Delap assist with a nice finish in the second half. He for me, he should have had more. Should have had more than one goal. But obviously, it's not really a big deal. Today, again, is a day for those guys, players who are fringe guys, or players who have been, struggling, trying to find their feet, or maybe they had their feet, but their feet, vanished. Which players are we talking about? Obviously, we're talking about our hattrick boy today, Pedro Neto, with the hattrick, brilliant hattrick. The first goal was just a brilliant left-footed strike from outside the box, and then the second goal was controlled strike, if you want to call it, more or less a pass. The way he kind of passed the ball to the far side, the far corner of the net, with his weaker right foot, again off a Liam Delap assist, and that was to complete the hat trick following his goal that went directly in from the corner kick. So, and then the other guy that is a guy that we Chelsea fans have been scratching our heads and wondering, okay, what's going on, guy? We paid 30 million for you to wear our number 9 shirt, and we kind of haven't seen much. He only had two goals coming in, and still has 2 goals for the seasons. But today he for me, I know not for everybody, but for me, he did show us, he did show me some flashes of brilliance, especially with regards to the second assist that he had to set up Neto for his hat trick. And again, I feel like with Delap's hat trick of assists today, that is a good step in the right direction. And again, not every striker is going to progress at the same level or the same timetable. Some progress faster. Some take a bit of time to find their feet. For me as a fan, what I'm looking to see are 2 things. Number one, has the player shown that he has quality to make things happen when he finds himself in the danger zone. For me, I feel like Delap has always had ample quality. It's just that we haven't seen it yet because he only has 2 goals, but I know that he can do a lot more. That's the frustration, right? And then number 2 is is the player keeping his head down and just continuing to work for his team, continue not letting the fact that he's not scoring to destroy his confidence. Does he still work hard? Is he working on other aspects of his game? For instance, his hold up game, his movement off the ball, his dribbling on the ball, his defensive work and things of that nature. And I feel like in the lab is quietly working on all these various aspects of his game, but unfortunately, most Chelsea fans are just caught up on the numbers, on the data, the GNA, right? And mostly for a striker, it's more or less the G more than the A. If you're a number 9 and you're gonna look, have you scored 20 goals? No, okay, then you must be a rubbish striker, useless striker. Sell this guy. He's not Chelsea quality. But hey, guys, it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you just have to sit. Again, just analyze the player, assess the player, and if the player is showing you something, then maybe you just might want to be a little bit patient, especially when the player is only 20 or 21 years old. I think that's what Delap. I don't think Delap is up to 22, but even if he is 22, that's still young for a number 9. And as it turns out, he has João Pedro in front of him. So it's for me, it's a win-win. Pedro has made the shirt his own. Delap has understood, okay, this is where things lie. Let me just keep working on my game, and I believe that he's going to get better. It's only a matter of time, and you guys can go ahead and bookmark this video and say that I told you so. That's all I have for this video. Our next game is on Saturday, not tomorrow, Saturday, a week for tomorrow, at home against Burnley. We need to get back to winning ways after we literally threw away 2 points in our last Premier League game against Leeds at home. That's still painful. That 2-2 draw is still painful. So we need to get back against Burnley, because after Burnley it's going to be Arsenal, it's going to be Aston Villa, it's going to be just a whole bunch of top 10 teams. So we need to grab all of the so-called quote unquote winnable 3 points while they are just on the table to be had. That's all I have to say. How do you feel? Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave your comments below. God bless you guys. Peace.